Good afternoon, students. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I hope everybody's having a blessed day. Um, where I'm at is nice, bright, sunny, you know, and at least everything is fine over here. For the most part with me, I hope everybody's doing fine. Yesterday I was supposed to share something with some of you guys the life that I did before but right now, because of what I'm seeing, I don't want to put myself out there. I really wished right now that I had what they had, that I had met my goal. I think they said 1,000 subs, but I think watch hours, I don't know about the watch hours or whatever. Really, right now, I wish I had what they call the thing, the membership, that maybe I could have shared what is going on, you know, with me, so that at least I know it would be such a small group, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna see how things is gonna go, and maybe in the near future I would change my mind. You understand? Because like my motto is never to be censored. Okay, so let's get this ball up and running. Yeah. And let's start with a roll call. I'm really forcing here today. Let's start with a roll call. Good afternoon, allegedly. Thank you so much for being here. You're Mark present. Vibrant Lull, you're Mark present. Thank you so much for being here. Must be Trinity, y'all. Thank you so much. My moderator, thank you so much for being here. Thank you. Okay. Rochelle, thank you so much, my darling, for being here today. You're more present also. Angie, good afternoon. Thank you for being here. You're more present. Who else? Nessa, thank you so much for being here. You're more present also. Alona Spears, you're more present, and thank you so much. Who else? Claudia, thank you so much for being here, and you're more present. Oh, she named me Professor. Thank you. Now, if you're doing anything bad, you still be sent to the principal office, you know. All right. Teacher's pet. Okay. Okay, Jinjin wins. Thank you so much for being here. You're more present. No, you're not late. No, you're not late. Okay? Thank you for being here. You get a pass today, okay? All right, guys. Into the mess, huh? Into the mess, into the mess, into the mess. We gotta love this sector. Really, 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 really love this sector. I've been hearing some mess. Oh, sorry. I don't know why I always forgetting this. The views and the opinion is of what all is about. What I'm seeing, my opinion, my thoughts, my everything. Now, at the time, right now that I'm doing this commentary, there is nothing about friendship, okay? So after that, everything is going to be back to normal, okay? because I cannot concentrate like that, because then it's going to be, no. Because my motto is, I'm not going to be censored. So here we go. All right? And don't take things too deep. What I'm seeing, the same people and the same persons, right, that is speaking on, people is taking it deep. Oh, don't take it so deep. Don't take it so deep. The minute that you clash, you're hearing about kids, the same thing they're condemning another content creator for, about kids, about mommy, daddy issue, and all of that, right? Because, like I said, people go deep sometime when it's necessary to go deep, and some people will go deep when they're losing a fight, right? When they're losing an argument, whatever you want to chop it up to be. Now, this heap is trending out here. I guess that was the purpose. That was the purpose for passing shoe, right? She got to be feeling on top of the world, okay? Because like they always say, divide, separate, divide, and conquer, something like that, to that effect, right? And that is already, I'm seeing a platform in shambles. And you know what is the most, you know what is painful to look at? You know what is painful to look at? And I don't give a one hell who say something about it, who agree with me or who don't agree with me. I don't really give a hell. Listen, again, everybody should have their own opinion. You don't have to agree with me. We're adults, right? We're adults. So there's no need for me to be saying that anyway. We're adults. So we're not going to agree. It's human. It's human behavior. We're not going to agree with everything somebody's going to be saying. Then something is wrong. Somebody's lying to somebody, right? Or lying to themselves. Okay. Now, looking back at all of this and what I'm seeing here, call it for what it is. You cannot compare, and I don't care who say you could do that comparison. It's bullshit. It's not the same. Like they always say, apple and orange. You cannot compare the two. The only thing they have in common, they are fruits, edible. Okay? But other than that, nothing else. Orange is orange, apples is apples. And that's how it's going to be. Okay? So now, what I observed from last night, and I was looking yesterday, let me see. No, yesterday, no, that was last night. I think last night. Okay. Last night, I saw some shit. I was hearing some shit, and I'm like, this is real shit. I'm looking at this one person came up here, and all manner of excuses was made for this one person. And what is boiling down to? But Tommy is doing that. So why this person can't do that? And it is not the same thing. It is not the same thing. If we're surrounded here, we know each other, right? We're regulars around here. And this particular person, we know, okay, this person's a troublemaker or whatever. This person like to talk. This person like to make confusion. This one is messy. That we all know what we all give out here. Somebody new coming up on the street here. We don't know anything about that person. But that person claim that he knows so much of us. Because you know what it is to sit down quiet for 3 years, but still yet you don't know anything, but you know. You said you know. But you came down here. And I know when I came on this sector here first, okay, I happened to just, by accident. And I always tell people the story. I bumped into, I think her name at that time was Bittersweet. I think her name now is Cortex or Couture, something Couture. She's in a different sector now. But Bittersweet, I think she was going by. And she was cursing somebody out. And then when I paid attention, it was 7 stars. So I'm like, who is this 7 stars? Because of course you want to know who's the other side. I found 7 stars. And she was going live too. So I was listening to them going back and forth, back and forth. Because I came from way over on a whole different sector. And I thought I was just passing through and I was going to keep on walking. I couldn't believe. From 2017, yeah, it was the end of, yeah, the beginning of 2017 until now, and I'm still here. Still here. And from there, we branch off, and then Bittersweet forward us to 3C, and then to 5M, and then that's how, and that's how I get to move around, and you sort, making your way, and you're looking to see who is who and whatever, right? Okay. So, because of that, when you get somewhere new, you sort, feeling around and you're trying to see, especially the content creator you're going to concentrate on. Let me see what this one is bringing. Let me see that one is bringing, that one is bringing. You sit down and chat. The most that I used to do, and I see lots of us did that. You would say hello, something you're going to kiki at, you drop the emoji and, so forth, right? But you stay low because people now have to get to know you and you get to know them. And then more and more they're going to come and say hello to you when they see you in chat, see you around, Hey, that's how we do it, right? Okay. So now this kind of bullshit, this is not about picking on someone. They use all kinds of freaking remarks. Oh, the sector have to grow. What the fuck she gonna come and grow? Seeds? What the hell she gonna come and grow? Grow what? First of all, the person coming in lying to. Y'all forgetting about the lies? Huh? Y'all forgetting one person. Such what I gotta say. She's how do I describe her? Let me see how I could describe her. Anyway, she shouldn't be anyway here because she looked down on this sector like we're a bunch of illiterates and all of that. So she's such the scholar. You understand? So she is looking. She's actually saying it. She's actually saying it. Because if you miss your step, just like when I came here and I heard Bittersweet was cursing somebody out, right? If that was not my cup of tea, I could keep on strolling. But I went over, saw 7 store. Okay, 2 of them going at it. And guess what? I made a choice. I don't know if it's because I ran into Bittersweet first that I gravitate towards her. So I look at Bittersweet was at the time as my home base, right? Because that's the person I started out with, right? I gravitate to her. Okay. So you can't come in. Nobody forced me to stay here. It was a choice I made to stay here. You can't come in and you're looking down and talking down to people that you get. You're in my community and you're going to start talking down to me and talking shit to me, But at the same time, you're so much above us. It's not a time for people to question. All you need is 5 senses. What the hell are you doing here? You got that have to go. If that don't go through your mind, something is wrong with your mind. Something is wrong with your mind. You got to be saying, what the hell are you doing here, lady? What are you doing here? No one is sent to call you. The only thing you have to think now, were you sent here? And then she's so smart, but she made so much of mistakes. Now, if I'm saying, look, you remember I said I came here. I ran into Bittersweet. I went over to 7 stores. You remember? I'm saying I. I never said we at no time because I signifies me and me alone, right? So she always used we. And I'm like, wait a minute. It was always suspicious, but I'm like, wait a minute, we. How many times you going to make a mistake and say we? It's either it's a group, you were sent, something is going on with this we talk, right? Anyway, with the bullshit now coming in now to the actual people, the people who she gravitate to, it make a lot of sense. Miss Pizarro, Miss Intel, her platform is up. That's the place to go. Like I said, it's kicking and all of that. Brianna the left for a time. Brianna came back. Brianna platform was the platform at one time. Because Brianna platform to me, this is just my views, right? Brianna platform was more of a layback, you know. Brianna is somewhat a host that is nothing that when you're going up to her platform you gotta say, oh my God, am I gonna be attacked? Am I gonna do this? No, she was more layback. Brianna platform, myself and Brianna was not getting along for a little while, right? But anyway, it wasn't anything deep. It was not something that personal. That was not, you could have pushed that away. Okay, because I don't know Brianna. Brianna don't know me. But I'm just talking of what I observe, what I see, right? So nobody come to chew off my head. Because I'm not afraid. Okay? Just to let you all know. So, and I hope these content creators don't have a problem. Please, Lord, please, if you all have a problem with me, mention your name, please. I don't even know what will they do it. Drop it in the comment section. I'll make sure to look, right? And make sure that I'm on the right track. Anyway, so her platform was more, like I said, laid back. It wasn't like every man for themselves, so to speak, right? It had some form of order, you know. And now coming to Pizarro's platform is like every man for themselves. It's like everybody could drop in there. People feel free and you could cuss, you could do whatever you want to do. The most, right? The most. Okay. That suits a lot of people, and stuff like that. Everybody have their own calling. Okay. Then you had Lady Nika platform and so forth. You had on Blessed platform. So everybody had a signature, you know. Anyway, so she gravitated to, I think, Pizarro's platform. I don't know if that's the first platform she went to. And then she went over to Brianna, I think. So she's choosing them very wisely. Like she's looking at the platforms that is popping, right? That's carrying the numbers, okay? I can remember in the past, I had used a remark, I think in Jay Wilson. Well, Jay Wilson don't give nobody too much of a chance, you hear me? So maybe she maybe do a good lesson. I know she went over there, I don't know. Because of lately, I do not look at Jay Wilson. No, I don't. Anything I'm seeing is where stop that channel that does like they scramble everything together and give you a rundown. Let me tell you something. They're needed, really. They give you like the highlights. It's SLTV. I think that's Subline TV. I think that's the name of it. Okay, so that's where I will get, whatever I missed to. Okay. So she gravitated to these people. And then, of course, Miss Pizarro platform is open to anyone. So she came in there and whatever she had said, I never looked because I didn't even know when she did her debut. I don't know anything about that. But she's looking at numbers. But going back to Pastor. So at one time I said, listen, why don't you, if somebody want a promotion, they should at least do something, especially strangers. I said, especially strangers that you don't know. Let them pay. I said, if it was me, I would have put a price on it. I said, let them put a color in it. Let them join your membership, something, something. I said, people now that you know of, I don't expect you to charge them. You know, you help one another because that's been going on forever. You promote this one promote that one, and that's how, we do it, right? I heard she jumped down and she was telling either Brianna or Pizarro about collecting what money they should collect and all of these kinds of stuff, right? So you come and you start telling them what to do and all of this, right? At the same time, you're not looking at this, that this is a dig. But something I heard last night, I don't know if I was just hearing it for the first time. I'm hearing about the $500, right? I heard that over in Tracy's chat last night. I don't know if somebody came because I was multitasking. I have a lot going on. So when I got back into the chat, I heard something like somebody want to pay to get rid of this heat. Pay $500. At least that's what I heard, right? I don't know, what was going on before that. And I heard they brought up Trish and said somebody had paid $100 for her to get flushed. I heard about that and so forth. So she's talking like if you want her to 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 get rid of her, then pay the $500 or whatever, whatever. Right? Now I'm hearing somebody just brought it to my attention that on her community wall she had some $500. Please, like I said, this is what I heard, not what I, see or anything like somebody brought it to my attention. So I'm repeating what somebody told me, right? That she had it on her community wall that this $500 should they should pay this money or something, or pay Miss Bizarro this money, this $500, right? Well, maybe it could be a joke or whatever. But it said true story passes like joke too. To me, I'm a funny person. You're not gonna come down here because you heard all, everybody is fighting, and people is saying this one is scammer and they're scamming here, and the Christmas season coming, and they're trying to beef, and they're looking for storylines, and they're manufacturing beef or whatever, 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 because the holidays is coming, right? And you're going to tell me, if it was me, I'm just saying, if it was me, I'm not telling nobody what to do and how to feel. I can't. I wouldn't. Y'all not related to me. But I have a mouth and I could talk what I see and how I would react. That's all it is. My views. If it was me, and she had said that, and the two of us is not no personal friend, we're not no kumbaya bullshit. You came on my platform, I give you a way to promote yourself. Free promotion at that, I think. Right? Because as long as I know Miss Pizarro had a platform, I've never heard her charging anybody for promotion. Because look, I got promotion from her. She promoted me one time. I thank her and all of that. I got a few subs from her, you know. Anyway, so you saying something like that and all this scamming thing going on, it make you have to wonder, why the hell you gonna mention my name and said donate to me? I told you that I'm lacking of money like that. Why? That would make somebody think. And that would make people think. And maybe that's why the gossip is going around as though they know each other. You see? And maybe you have to think, you could think that way very easily. Why her? Why not Brianna? She went over there. She went over at Tracy's. Because that's where I heard it for the first time, really and truly. But it's five. I didn't know if the $500 was supposed to be paid to Tracy or whoever to get rid of her. But I heard it was on her community wall. And just before I went live, the person said it is no longer there. I hesitated to bring it on. But I said, what the fuck? Nowadays, people is not showing receipt. And if it's not so, then it's not so, right? But I don't, this is not something I like to do. But the person who told me that, I trust that person. Anyway, now, this is what I'm looking at from last night. Forget about all the rest of the times. Brianna chat was kicking this morning, right? And I was enjoying every moment of it. Thank you, Brianna. It was a lot going on down there. That is what you call a lot going on down there. Now, I'm hearing some of the mods and the subscribers and Miss Pizarro. Some kind of bickering is going on. Like they're not seeing things eye to eye. So Miss Pizarro is thinking she's cornered because everybody's out to get her, right? Now, Miss Pizarro is an old pro into this. Miss Pizarro always said she was the number one troll in this beef sector. So she claimed it, right? So when you claim such a title and you act it out, you got to take what comes with it. Am I right? Got to take what comes with it, too. Because you trolling, you used to go to different platform before your platform. You had a platform before. I think she wasn't paying attention. She shut it down or whatever, and she opened it because a lot of people think that this is her first platform. No, it's not. Not. Anyway, so she goes to different places. She kick up some dust, store some shit, and move on. And Miss Pizarro was the most blocked in this beef sector. I could tell you that. A lot of people was block. And I guess she was just having fun with that, you know? So when you go over here and you go over there and you kick up the dust because you were not paying attention to your platform, you weren't really keeping house. You were just having fun. You were having much more fun doing that. So you didn't have like an open platform that you're gonna like people's gonna come back and get you. But now you do. You have a flourishing platform. What you think what you think is gonna happen? What you think is gonna happen? You don't think they're gonna bring it to your doorstep now? Don't you think anything happen, they're coming after you? Because that's how it go. Everybody had a turn. Everybody had a turn. When I came here first, it was who was kicking Sean Bradley, Spill It Boy. Who else? Then I'm talking about the people that was bringing in the numbers, right? Bringing in the numbers. Out of everybody, let me just correct this. Out of everybody that had the numbers and had things kicking and remain like that is Spill It Boy. But Spill It Boy TV didn't have had cleaning up. Clean up came from this was his he created that cleaning up, and that started with at 5 a.m. when they saw going at it. So thanks to her that we got the cleaning up that we love. We all gravitate. We can't wait for a cleanup. Okay. Thank you, Spill It Boy. Then come down. Tracy used to have numbers. Tracy used to get thousands too. Her platform was kicking at one time. She used to get a lot of high numbers, right? And that's the reason why Five had gotten her Fifi and she had waited for just something for the Flyucci lady come over and tell her something about the 50 cents as though it didn't happen. She didn't think Tracy should have reported on it, and that would cause the separation because she wanted that. She was waiting for that. That's why I said these same people will say, I don't want this. I don't like this. Bullshit. Bullshit. Don't listen to them. They're talking because they have a mouth. Okay? So coming back with this, what's going on with the platform, with the moderators and the subscribers and the this and the that. For me, my subscribers and my moderators is everything. It's the fucking platform. Your subscribers is the platform. Your subscribers is your um is what you would call your growth. That's it. Without the subscribers, what? Somebody already calling people, some people platform, oh, I'm not going over to that dried over there to that over there to the panel channel, what they say, right? Call people channel, oh, you only get a couple of numbers. Yeah, you all tell each other about that and forgetting where you all came from. Because everybody had to start with one subscriber for and one. But what is what goes wrong? Your self-sabotage. Yep. Because when you have your subscribers, let's start with the subscriber. Because we talk, the subscribers, then you get moderated some of the subscribers. The subscribers. How the hell in the name of the Lord? Ain't no way. First of all, let's do a little, I'm not good with maths at all, but let's do a little simple arithmetic. You're one person. The heap is one person. Because she's saying, she's referring to herself as we. But unless they know, unless Miss Zara know, this heap is coming with an army. She have an army behind her. She have her a large supporter behind her. Like how she have the intel, so she have somebody. She got the flames or the fire or whatever behind her, and she's coming in strong. That means if you put your platform at risk, you know you have a backing over there from her. But she coming in. Let's say we saying it, we looking at it as what we see, and we're not going to go deeper into it. You're one person compared to my thousands that I have that you met me with. Listen, well, I'm not a gambling person. You got to be a gambling person to take them kind of chances. Not me. I am going to look at my bread and butter first. Fuck you. I don't care who you are. Unless you could promise me something to outdo what I got, to hell with you, I don't know you. And that's worse if you don't know the person. You don't know anything about the person. I'm not going to put my platform at stake. Why? Because people's getting confused. Your platform is as big as those subscribers, as your subbies. In case if you all forget that. Remember that. Remember that. If you had 2 or 3 or 16 people in your chat, she wasn't going to come over there. Always remember that. So your subscribers is everything on this YouTube street. I'm not talking in your real life. We're talking on YouTube street. They're everything to you. Okay? So you can't turn around and say, if your subscribers is unhappy, you can't turn and say, well, to hell with them. They know they're supposed to fight, and we fight for a thing, and da-da-da-da-da. No, 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 no. That's not how that will go. Because that could go left very fast. Because sometimes people will take things from people who they're accustomed with, who they're familiar with, who they know what they give. But when a stranger come into town, people would look, people scrutinize. I'm not saying this heap. Maybe it's a bad person. I don't know what her mission is. Maybe it's nothing. But supposing it's a lot because she's portraying like it's a whole lot going on. And she came here on a mission. Everything that she does, she's saying it. The first thing you came in here and do, you start lying. You start even criticizing a lady that maybe was under the influence or whatever and all of that. Like you don't drink and all of that. The first thing you said, oh, I was drunk. Same person we're talking about drinking, I was drunk. And I deleted my page. Or I'm leaving anyway. I'm leaving because the heat gets the why you name yourself this heat? Why you name yourself this heat? If you know you can't take the heat in the kitchen. No, y'all is some real jokes. You can't take the heat. But you give yourself that name, right? So you're there and you said you're leaving, right? But the next day, I think it was the very next day, you're on a platform doing an interview. You're doing an interview. Brianna say, why you leaving? A lot of people, I think Miss Pizarro also, they were talking you into staying, right? Tracy, I had a couple of the content creators that you seeked out, was telling you, well, why you leaving? Don't leave, don't leave. I guess that's what you wanted to hear. Don't leave, don't leave. And I think 2 days went by or something like that. You said, I'm gone, something like that. But then you lied again because you never left. You never left. You didn't even stay out a week or so. I was shocked to hear you were back. And next thing too, I look at and I said, this is funny. I'm looking in certain people chats that have, sometimes they have moderators there that have they have a platform open. And they didn't even get to 500 subscribers. But if this person is working alone, there's a damn shame. That's kind of an insult. If this heap just came, and I think they said when she came back something about 400 subscriber, and then the next thing you know, it was 800 subscribers something. Now I hear she's over 1,000 something, and I'm like, wow, wow, wow. If I'm sitting with a big content creator, and whether I'm a moderator or I'm a long-time supporter, and I'm not hated, we got to look at that too. And you're suffering to get to your mark, but you're out here for a while. Let's say, because now the thing get tighter now. Because let's say you're out here for 3-4 months, and somebody just came within a week or two. That person got over 1,000. Where those subbies came from? Where those subbies came from? Unless she's going wrong, maybe she's going wrong to different platform and she's getting the subs. I don't know. I don't know how she did it. I don't know. But all of those things is kind of like fishy. It's kind of fishy because subscribers come in drips and drips. The only persons that I see did those things overnight, and in a couple of hours, I saw 5 Abe did that. Yeah, she did that. She did that more than once. She got somebody with 1,000 within a couple of hours. Yes, she did that. She did that. I don't know how many other people had done that before. And I'm not talking about the content creators who's around and they lost a channel and then they had to start all over again because they have they have they subscribe, they have their loyal supporters. It's gonna come back and just we're gonna hit it back again. I'm talking about a new person coming in here and you surpass us. So where the subscribers? So that mean all these people like New Face, you're going to go put in a subscription. I'm just saying. And I'm speaking in general. Like I would sit down and say, damn, I couldn't get that. How she got that? And I'm sitting down here. I'm talking about the people who was here months before and cannot meet their goal. I would must have to think and say, what the hell is going on? That'll make you wonder, right? And think. Anyway, let's move away from that. Coming back to the situation at hand. So what I'm hearing, Miss Pizarro is saying that, well, okay, she is not like fighting for no one or whatever, whatever, whatever. Because this woman was on her platform and talking down to her moderators and subbies, right? She didn't see nothing wrong with that. More power to you, Miss Pizarro, more power to you. You have a lot of guts. I think you're a gambler. So I wouldn't take those kind of gamble. I would not. Because first of all, the subbies that will take on the platform and say how they feel or say how they feel in the chat, at least you know where they're coming from. What about the ones that is only there to listen? They wouldn't even say anything. They wouldn't even say anything that will cause an argument in the chat. Maybe because of their work, the work that they do, their family, they're trying to protect their own, they're scared of getting doxxed and all of those good things. Again, if you then I hearing about sub moderators going on strike, that should not have you in any, that should make you feel no way, Miss Pizarro. You should have just bumped that off. Who go on strike? You just mud up some more. That's all. Mud up some more. You should have said to hell with that. Shouldn't bother you at all. Because at the end of the day, you're looking at it from your point. You're looking at it, oh, they're trying to tell you what to do. No, I don't think so. That they're trying to run your platform. They're trying to draw your attention and say, look, we're not happy with this person because this is what she's talking down on us. Because guess what? Guess what? You see, that's what it's saying, the hypocrisy of it all. Let it, okay, Tracy and you not getting along. You all are enemies, right? Let Tracy had come down and come and hit your panel one day and speak down on your subscribers and your moderators. Oh my God. Boy. I think that shit maybe will go viral. I don't know what was gonna happen. Or you would have never heard the end of it. You would have never heard the end of it. Let Delviat come and do that. Let any one of us had come and do something like that. We was going to give a pass and said, okay, y'all should just fight for yourself. Keep it real. Keep it real. And people have an opinion. You cannot come. And next thing too, people I think came back in your chat and told you that your this heap was over on Tracy's platform, right? You said you didn't see anything wrong with that. You know what, Mr. Zara, I'm telling you, now, you're lying. You're stifling your conscience. You're lying. You're lying. It have to have had some effect on you. Because you know why? Or maybe you didn't look at it this way. Sorry. I take back the line. Sorry. Maybe you didn't look at it that way. People who is looking from it, okay, that don't have a dog in the fight. You know how I saw that? If it was me, like I said, I cannot tell you, I don't know you, Miss Pizarro. We may never cross paths. But I'm just saying this because I can say it. It's my mouth. I don't pay a license for it. And if I see something, I could say something, right? What you're doing don't make sense. What you're saying don't make sense. You're trying to blame Tracy for that, right? You're trying to blame Tracy for that. And you look at this heap going over to Tracy's panel. She was on Tracy's platform there on her panel, right? She was not on in the chat. She was up there. So she dropped down. She dropped down from your platform, right? And she went over to an enemy's territory, right? Because she and Tracy's good. This Heap and Tracy's good. You and Tracy's not good, right? But what she did, she dropped down there. It's not like to say she had to say something. She dropped down, right? Anybody could drop down and could exit, right? You're not paying these people. I don't know. I don't know if you're paying your moderators or what. But anyway, this job here, that moderator job, is a free job. It's just a nice thing to do, you know. Like I said, it's a big playground for, adults, an adult playground. But she left and she went over to Tracy's platform, on Tracy's platform. And then she went over there with the bullshit. But you looking at it, oh, she went over there, so what's the big deal? And da 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 da. It is a fucking big deal. To me, for me, that would have been a big deal. I would have unmudded her ass so fast it wouldn't be fun. You know why? Because of what I just said. She was a moderator. She was your moderator. Your chat is still running. Your chat is still fucking running. And she ran over. She could have go back into the chat, Because if she's being targeted or she can't take the heat from whoever came to confront her, she could have go back and get her ass back in the chat. But what she did, she ran over to Tracy's platform. You remember you gave her a mod stick. So she dropped out, your chat is running, and went over to your enemy's platform and stayed for the duration of your, I don't even know when your chat is finished. I was done because I had her busy in Tracy's chat, okay? And she's asking all these, like she was doing an interview with Tracy. She brought up your name. She keep bringing up your name. When she see Tracy is not going for it. Because I heard people say Tracy made certain remarks to you. And what do you expect? I didn't hear that because maybe I was elsewhere. Okay? But if she say that, oh well, she came over there and she started the bullshit. She started the ball rolling. This woman come to divide and separate. Because she came over there. She brought up people like all the people that Tracy don't speak to, she keep bringing up their names. She bring up Ronnie Q. She bring up quite a few people names. And what is she doing that for? What is she doing that for? But you still there swearing for her and swearing for her and swearing for her. And your people saying, hey, pay more attention, pay more attention, pay more attention. That alone should have said it all. But you know what? At the end of the day, not my platform. And then what you do, because you see, the only time you could learn is when you listen sometime. Because the smallest kid, the youngest kid, the drunk, the addict out there could give you advice. Anybody could give you an advice. Sometimes it's good to listen and not always think you know it all, because none of us knows it all. No one man have the answer for everything. And sometimes when it's close to home, you don't see it. A lot of things go past you. And what they're doing, they're not trying to tell you what to do. They're trying to say, hey, open your eyes. Look at this. We've seen something. Look at this. So that means every time you come down like that, and before I go there, when you come down like that to them, that means you're trying to tell them, I don't value your opinion. But before you get to the height that you're at, it was okay. It was okay, right? You were trusting them, right? You had to have seen something in the moderators that you selected to know they're strong, they're not weak people, they know what they will have to do. They know your personality, so they know exactly what they have to do in the chat. So it would not disrupt you that you're trying to do commentary and moderating at the same time. Right? So they were keeping everything together. All of a sudden, they're not good enough. All of a sudden, this one person come and turn your whole life upside down. And you're not seeing nothing wrong with that. All these people could be wrong and this one person right. Something is wrong. Unless, now it's coming to this, unless you know of this person and you playing in our face. Unless that is the situation. Now look, it went all the way to I'm gonna unmud you all. I'm gonna unmud everybody. You see me? If that was ever me, and I got a mud stick, and somebody come with that kind of fuckery and come threaten me, that job is a free job. You're working for the fucking free. And I'm doing a service to you. And I know your moderators. They have lots of love for you. Because when we all was fighting, I could remember many times I came in there and they makes a bap time, and next thing you know, I get a big block. Had to take a seat. They were not playing. So who interest they were doing it in? That was in your interest. Because what they were doing, they take it very seriously. They were not allowing people to come in there to disrespect you and all of that. They know what you would let go past, and they know what not to pass up on. But all of a sudden, if all these years they were doing things one way, and especially now, it's a big deal. Don't you think you should stop and say, let me see what's going on here? I don't know what you could call a meeting. I don't know. I don't know. But let me see what I could do. Instead of you saying, I'm going to take away the must say, I'm going to take, like if that must take value some coins, that must take to me and value no coins. Okay? You owing the moderators. All content creator is owing moderators. Because what they're doing, they're taking time out of their personal life or whatever. And a moderator, don't even like enjoy the chat because they're busy making sure everything goes okay. To make sure you're not interrupted. They are security. That's what they're doing. They're on security duties. Okay? So instead of you acting out like that and have this mud stick dangling, and all whoever does that, that is wrong. It's like a slap in the fucking face. Like me, I'd make so. Here is your moderator stick. And you don't want to take it back, I would tell you until you take it back, I would not be visiting your chat. If even I had to change my name or whatever, I would have done that. That's how serious I would take that. Because if you're going to bring somebody new and you make it all sorts of fucking excuse everything, everyone else is to be blamed except this person, then what the hell? So that mean you take away their voice. That already will mess up somebody's state. I don't care what. People will say, oh, we won't take that seriously or whatever. So you censoring your moderators. And those are the ones you have to depend on to get a feedback. If something is going on in the chat and you miss, right? And say that you don't go back. I don't know, maybe you don't go back and listen because I don't do that. So a lot of people don't do that. Who you got to call out to your moderator, say, hey, what happened? What went down? Why this happened? Why that happened? Those are the people you have to go to. Those are the people you have to ask the questions to. You can't go asking the subbies. They're not the moderators. So you have to able to trust your moderator all the day. It's not even so long. There were a topic that Tracy had about moderators. And how do you choose a moderator? What do you look for in a moderator? You chose them. They didn't choose you. They chose you as subbies, but then you chose them as moderators. So anything that is coming back, that's coming back on you. That's making it look like you don't know what you was doing. Okay? And then all this thing I'm hearing about spiteful work, and then you bringing up this woman here. You said, well, it was the same thing with the lady, Miss Lady, the Miss You lady. Okay? Now, to be fair, that woman is known around the street because she came from a different sector, I heard, right? And she did not come in here attacking anyone. I like to keep it fair. She did not come in here attacking anyone. She came in here with her own situation. And what happened? People was tired of it, or some people say, we don't want to hear this anymore. We don't want this anymore, and the lies, and the this, and the that, and the that, and that. Right? You gave her a moderator stick because I think they say they were blocking her or something like that. But at no time did she hurt you. Because what? I don't even think she was timing out anyone. Because on her platform, I heard she don't time out people, she don't block people, something like that. I'm hearing. And I believe it. So you cannot put Miss you cannot compare Miss You to the heap. You cannot do that's not a fair comparison. Not a fair comparison. But anyway, everybody is gonna see what's going on because everything is a he. You know, when it get hot and heavy. And next person too, Nina. I'm shocked to hear you and Nina going at it. It is no reason to be screaming and yelling on top of your voice for what? To me, when people do things like that, that means they lose in a battle. So they either try to overtalk that person or they yell and that don't mean you're throwing a punch, you're hitting that mark. No. That means you really getting some punches that you can't take it anymore. So what you have to do now, yell and yell and yell. You're not hurting Nina, you're hurting yourself and anyone who is next to you. You're messing with their eardrums because it's uncalled for. And then the next thing too, you was on your bestie platform. You of all person should have shown an example to make sure your bestie is okay. Your bestie was carrying good numbers. Too much is sorry. Sorry, bestie. Then you go, sorry, bestie. I have never seen a 30-second clock go off so fast. I have never seen that before. Never. Nina, I don't know whatever she's saying because you were screaming so loud that I couldn't hear properly what Nina was saying. That screaming and yelling, you should take it back to your platform. Because anybody messing up your bestie platform is you. You should not have done that because I've never seen your bestie. I'm talking, I don't give a fuck who say anything. Because what people is thinking, I'm saying it. I've never heard your bestie behave like that on your platform. That is what you don't care. You disrespected your bestie. Guess if your bestie don't want to say it, I'm saying it for her. I'm saying it. I'm telling you. You should do better. That's your bestie. You have to look out for her. You have to look out for her. They have some people that goes on Tracy's platform. Everybody know I'm a loyal supporter of Tracy for years. For the amount of years I'm here, yes, I was with her. And certain people that comes up there that I don't like, maybe I talk a lot of shit in the chat. A matter of fact, just the other night, I think 2 nights ago, that was the early morning. Before I saw going off in the chat, you know what I did? I asked her, could we cuss? And I think I said it like 3 times until I got her attention. And then she said, the live is still up. Yes, Ito, if you could cuss. Because you know why I did that? Out of respect. It's not about me and that person. I want to get to the point, yes, of course. But again, I got to remember it's her platform. And if I'm going to go and disrupt her platform, it's like I'm pulling bread or whatever they call out of your mouth. Okay? So that is how I look at things. Sorry in the hee hee hee. And that's what I'm saying. When you guys going at it, and oh, Faith, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Forgot that. Since all they were supposed to talk about that. I don't give, like again, I don't give a fuck who is mad. I am sorry. Nobody could censor me. I'ma talk it. Faith, yeah, yeah. When that interview was going on, right? When that he said she was leaving, and that lady Ali, Miss Ali, was doing an interview. It more looked to me like she was interviewing Miss Ali to me. The little piece that I caught. I wasn't participating in the chat. I peep a little. Because if I don't like somebody, most of the time I'll keep away. But if I see some mess and I know it's gonna be really messy, yeah, I'm a peep. I'm gonna be there, yeah. Yes. Yes. Nobody can stop me from doing that. My phone. Yep. And what I've heard, I think it was that. I can't wait a minute. I can't remember if it's that chat. And I didn't know that she and Faith Yaya have a situation going on. And whatever platform, and you, Miss Pizarro, was there. And I think Brianna came up. One of y'all was there before one, but at one time, both y'all was on the platform. I can't remember if it's together or y'all coming one after the other. Who came first, who came last. It doesn't matter. But this woman was going in for Faith Yaya. And I don't think Faith Yaya was permitted to go. I don't think, wait a minute. Somebody, I think Ali said, no, don't, she, I can't remember what happened, but I don't think Faith Yaya was getting a pass to get on the platform to defend herself. And to me, I don't know. After I saw that, and the woman was speaking on Faith's name, and she couldn't get on that platform, and I'm listening for you, Pizarro, to go off on that. And said, wait a minute. How could you speak on someone, right? And the person cannot come up to answer. Come on. Come on. Well, if they couldn't come up, I would have to answer. And say, no, no, no. You going in too deep or whatever. No. You understand? Because that person, you prevented that person even to answer the say, well, okay, but it's all wrapping up. And this person's finished with the interview. Then you could come up and give your answer. None of that. And when I saw that, let me tell you something. I said, look, I am tired fighting the air, okay? I'm tired spitting up on my phone. I ain't gonna jug my phone with saliva and then put me in expense. And I was so angry, I just makes a bap and sign off. And I went over and look in different sectors because I think that was unfair. But I see, y'all looking at this thing as a kumbaya. Or y'all is locked so tight. No. What y'all are doing, what y'all are showing, what I am seeing is like a lot of hypocrisy. It's a lot of sneaking. It's a lot of sneaking. It's a lot of bullshit. That's why I call it new face. And I hope it's just new face. Just new face. Faith Yaya, with this being everybody platform supporting. She's like a co-host. She used to be over there on Pizarro's platform. She's always there on Brianna's platform. Lady Nika. You look forward to see her there on the platforms, right? Somebody like that is co-hosting with you. That person wouldn't have gotten that opportunity. I don't give a shit if the lady who was interviewing say, kick me off the platform when I finish saying what I'm saying, you could have kicked me off. Because I'm not going to stand by and see somebody, an associate of mine, getting beat down like that. No. No. That's not, I don't know. I don't know. To each his own, baby. To each his own. That's what I know. alliances on this sector here, I'd rather stay alone. I ain't able, because that's one animal I don't like, I don't fuck with, is snakes. It's snakes and liars. I don't mess around with that too. So y'all looking at it like a key. When somebody block y'all up with a bullshit. Well, why you do it? Why you do that? Oh, I would come and look for you. I would do this. I would do that. Me, it was no kiki. I'm a grown woman. Nobody gonna make me a fool like that. No way. Can't tell nobody what to do. But you all go on and then knock yourself out and play the game. And a lot of y'all suppressing a whole lot of anger. A whole lot of anger. Because you know what I call it? The dysfunctional group. The dysfunctional group. I'm loving it. Because what else? What else to do but to love it? It's like a never ending soap opera. Anyway, guys, I think I gave it enough time. I wanted to get that out. Hope to come back soon. And I have a lot more to say, but that's enough for today. Students, thank you for being here. Like I said before, the holidays or during the holidays, I'm going to get everything set up so I can learn to drop a stream or whatever they call it, to drop links or whatever, so we could discuss whatever, because I don't think it's a lot of fun. I'm talking here. I can't even, most of the time, I can't find the chat and all of that. And maybe in a sense, I'm happy because then I would get distracted, you know. Everything takes time. Everything takes time. But anyway, thank you so much. I'm looking at the people who is always here, and they will always make sure they're over here with me. I'm paying close attention to that, because that is very important. I thank you so much for your time. And as we leave each other today, be safe and just have a blessed and enjoy the day. Enjoy the mess like I am. Thank you. Bye-bye.